Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Daphne and I am starting a brand new New York City reading vlog. And it's extra special and it's extra NYC because I have a date night with my friends, my two girlfriends from book club. We're going to the Met tonight and I'm gonna bring you along. But before that, let me tell you the books I plan to read in this vlog. For 2024, I have been determined to do more mood reading. There are some series reading plans that I want to do that I was considering starting for this vlog, but I decided scratch that. Let me just keep it casual so we can do this lifestyle aspect to the vlogs as well, because that other vlog is gonna just be more chatty, more focused on the books and stuff, where this is books and New York City life. So get excited. You're actually sitting on top of one of the books that I plan on reading. The first one is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I started this last night. I'm on the first story about the lovers, and I'm learning about the time traveling rules and how people can go back in time. We'll see. The character hasn't traveled back in time yet, so I'm starting to think, is she actually gonna go back in time based on all these rules? These rules are kind of weird, but we'll see. I actually got this book from Maddie, who's in the book club with me. I'm meeting with her tonight. She read this, and we did a little book exchange, and this was one of the books. So yeah, I feel like that just adds more. It makes it more perfect for this vlog that I'm reading this. And then I'm also gonna be reading A Touch of Darkness. So Maddie and Monica read this book already. It was supposed to be a buddy read with the three of us, but I was the last person to do it, and they finished it months ago. So I'm finally getting to it. We went to The Ripped Bodice, which I did a vlog on, and we picked this book up together. I just wasn't ready to read it. I just had other obligations and stuff, and I just kept putting it off. But yeah, now I'm really excited to catch up with the buddy read with my two friends. So this one is, well, I didn't really tell you what the first one was about, but this is a Japanese book about people that go to this cafe to go travel back in time, and the catch is that they have to be back in the present before their coffee gets cold or something bad will happen to them. I don't necessarily know what the repercussions are yet. I have my suspicions based on some of the things that I've read so far. I'm on page 42. So yeah, that's the premise. It's supposed to be sad and emotional and hopefully I'll cry, but we'll see. The writing style is very different than what I'm used to, but it reminds me of the few Japanese books I've read in the past. So stylistically, it feels very Japanese to me. And then this book is a Hades and Persephone's retelling. I don't know how magical or fantasy it will be. Oh no, she's the goddess of spring, so she's officially a goddess, but it also says she leads an unassuming life disguised as a mortal journalist. I guess it's this hidden world that the mortals don't really know about. And then Hades is god of the dead, and he built a gambling empire in the mortal world. So they live in the mortal world, but they're not mortals. Wow, that's weird to say. Mortal world. So yeah, excited to get to this. It's supposed to be a spicy, steamy, fun time. I'll be able to finally chat with my friends about it. I buddy read another book that my friend got me for Christmas, The Goose Girl. She read it a long time ago, but it was really fun to text Monica about it as I was reading it. So I'm really looking forward to being able to do that with this, especially because they're done already. Whereas if we were reading it at the same time, I'd be oh, I don't want to spoil anything by accident, but now I know they know everything. So happy about that. That's enough for the intro. Let me get dressed. I have some options that I was considering wearing for tonight's Met date night with the girls. And let's see what I choose. I know the lighting isn't great. It's evening. Also, my apartment has drying laundry everywhere. So this is a new kind of spot. I wore this outfit, this top and bottom combo, a while ago, but I wore it with these sexy knee-high boots, but I'm not gonna wear those because they're not very comfortable to walk in. So I'm going Doc Martens. Can't go wrong with that. I feel like it's super cute, and it's a skirt. Love it. And I paired it with this cute little necklace. I don't have my rings on yet, but I'll put those on. I'm gonna bring a touch of darkness. I'm gonna bring a touch of darkness with me so I can take a picture with it. I think it would be really cool to take a picture next to a goddess at the museum. That would be, so doing that. And I have the perfect purse. I bought this purse recently. Coach saddlebag. I saw this Instagram reel of this girl like showing off this bag and like putting like Crescent City in it. It was huge and it fit. And I was like, oh my God, I don't even have a medium-sized purse these days. I had another one that Chase gave me like when we first started working as a gift because he's so sweet. It was also a Coach, but that was like, I don't know, like 7 years ago or something. Like it was a while ago, and the strap just like, it just ripped off. The leather wore out and it ripped off. So now I have this new one and I'm obsessed with it. It can fit my book perfectly in there. And I'm so happy, I love it. But this is literally a case of TikTok / Instagram made me buy it, and I'm very happy. I do have my Prada, which is black and would match this outfit better for sure, 100%. And obviously it's Prada, it's like amazing, but it's not gonna fit my book in it. So we're gonna go with the Coach today, even though it's brown and I'm wearing black. But like I'm brown, so that's fine. I am late. I'm supposed to be downstairs. I'm gonna finish packing my purse, run downstairs to meet Monica, and then run to Fulton Station to meet Maddie on the train. So let's go, a New York City adventure. It's the Met Girls Night.
Honey, are you okay with being in the vlog today, or?
Yeah, sure. Okay, because you look very cute, yay!
So Gossip Girl. Yeah, you guys look so Gossip Girl with your bows.
XOXO. Okay, say hi to the vlog now. What an insane thing to say. Oh my god, that's so funny. She had my Titanic ticket in my purse.
Like Maddie had this in her bag for some reason, while I said this was Titanic vibes.
I heard the word just that way.
Roman. This is the fit for anniversary dinner.
Picture of everything.
And I watch you try to assemble it.
So what did you say?
He said, do that, break it open, put cream, then couscous, then more cream, and it's like a sandwich, he said. Oh. How is it? It's delicious?
It is so good.
Yeah?
She's so pasta dough. It also features flavors of pistachio, mango, and saffron, finished with a mango lassi sauce. Thank you very much.
And I can see in the window that my upstairs neighbor, I think they moved. I think it's new tenants in there, and there's a book in the window. And I think it's that Scythe series, Thunderhead. So yeah, ooh, new neighbor. Maybe I can get them to join our book club, but this is another problem, book club issues. No, not even issues, just like trying to get new people to join has been challenging. But we have our core 4. But anyway, 6 p.m. I just finished working. It's actually been over a week since I've talked to you in this vlog. Yeah, life was just lifing. I was doing a lot of fun stuff that I want to update you on, and I've been doing reading as well. So I do have reading updates for you. Also, oh my God, the sirens are going insane. So last weekend on Friday, you saw that I went to the Met with my friends from book club, Monica and Maddie. And while we were waiting in line to buy our tickets to the museum, Maddie, she's like, oh my God, that's Jack Edwards. I'm like, what? And I look over and there he is. If you don't know, Jack Edwards is like probably one of, if not the biggest booktuber on YouTube. He's British and he's been living in New York. I didn't know that he was still in New York, but he was there too, because it's like the Met does this date night thing or whatever. So it's like open with like, I don't know if it's open later than normal. It was open till like 9, which isn't too late, but they have like a bar set up. They've got like live music. They've got like a violin and a violist and a cellist playing music and all that stuff. So it's like a fun time. And he was there. So we were snaking through the line. So we were eventually going to be like facing him like this. I was like, yeah, Maddie, you got to ask him for a picture. And she's like, what? I have to say something? And we're getting close and I see him and he's talking to his, you know, the person that he's with. I just go for it because I'm like, I cannot miss this opportunity. So I'm like, hi, you're Jack. I'm like, you're so cool and all this stuff. And he was so kind and nice and had like the brightest, most open, warm smile when we approached him, asking us like how we were doing and all that stuff. And I thought it was nice to meet us. And like, yeah, we were just so excited and I was so excited. I felt like so giddy and had like an adrenaline rush pretty much from what felt like to me meeting a celebrity. You know, obviously like booktube is like a micro niche, but oh, he is so cool and so nice. And I asked him for a picture and he was kind enough to take a picture with us, and I'll put it up here for you to see. And yeah, I kind of wish I took my jacket off because I had a really cute outfit on. So yeah, we had a great night doing that. You know, obviously we gave him his privacy and stuff after that. We're not like gonna bother him too much. We got some drinks and then we wandered the museum. We took some cute pictures. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of artwork being viewed. We mostly sat and drank and chatted and just had a good, fun, girly time. Wandered a little bit and then they were like, oh, the museum's closing. We're like, okay, bye. And then we went to this piano bar that Monica loves. Not really my scene, but I'm there for like my friend, like, yeah, let's do what you want to do. Like, cool to support the things that you really enjoy doing. And we came back and ordered some burgers at my place. It was fun. And then on Saturday, the next day, Chase and I celebrated our first wedding anniversary together. And it was amazing. We went to this Michelin star restaurant called 11 Madison Park, I'm pretty sure it's called, and they do like a food tasting. It used to be just like your typical cuisine, but not that long ago, it converted to completely vegan. And if you don't know, Chase and I are both vegan. We've been vegan since 2016. All the food was so delicious. The wine pairing was excellent. And then Chase, to outdo himself further, surprised me by taking his bonus from his very difficult, stressful, long hours finance job and decided to pay off our student debt. So we are both now debt free, and it just like was so incomprehensible to me. I just was like, what? Thank you? I did not know he was gonna do that, and I was so surprised and just like, I didn't even know how to really react because it was just so unbelievable to me that like, I just couldn't fully comprehend what was happening. But I'm so grateful, like, he really didn't have to do that. I know, like, obviously, like, his bonus usually will save, or he'll save. I mean, it's our first time, like, being financially connected together. But that was just so generous. He is an amazing husband. I'm so lucky to have him, and I love him so much, and he was so excited to tell our families, like our parents and stuff like that. And my mom's reaction was just so fun. She was just like, oh my God, that's amazing. Everybody was like that, but my mom had just like the biggest reaction. So I just don't even know what to do with myself anymore. I have all these reminders in my life on my computer, on my phone, pay my loan, and it's done. So thankful for that. This is kind of a long clip, but like, it's been a long time, and this vlog is like a little different than my normal ones, but thank you for spending time with me. Okay, that's enough social talk. Let me talk about books before the sun disappears. So I am 3 stories into Before the Coffee Gets Cold out of 4. I'm enjoying it. There is this style of writing with Japanese books, which I might have mentioned in this vlog already, I don't remember. You can just feel the flow of the writing isn't as smooth, it's just very kind of like factual. But it does still manage to have an emotional impact with what's happening in the story and just the delivery of the information. The first story was heartwarming, I'd say. There was like a bit of a miscommunication between lovers. And then there's Husband and Wife, which is the second story. And that one, oh my God. I cry at books occasionally, and I'll have like my tears go, like I'll be crying, right? Like proper, not like just like, oh, like a little one teardrop, like I'm crying. But this one, I started crying at the end of it, of the second story, and the tears just started turning into sobs. Like when I tell you I was sobbing, I'm not lying. I was like this, I was like crying, and I was like, like body shaking, like, for like 5 minutes, alone, sitting on the couch over here in the middle of the night. And I think it kind of hit me harder because the husband in the story, this isn't like super spoilery, I guess, because I'm not going to give you too much context, but like he has a disease that is progressing, and it's just something that's happened in my family. It's something that kind of me and Chase like joke about, that like if I was gonna get any kind of disease, it would be like Alzheimer's, just because it's happened in my family. And also I have a terrible memory. Like I have to write down everything. Like I don't remember half the things that happened to me in college. Like people will tell me stories about things that I did in college, and it's not like I was drinking or anything. Like I just have a bad memory. Yeah, that character was suffering through that in this book, and some of the lines about it, oh my God, like just felt more real to me as an experience. So yeah, that had me sobbing. And then I finished the third one called Sisters last night, and yeah, that one's really sad too, but didn't have the same impact for me. I was a little more detached from that one, but it is also like just sad topic. And the last one's called Mother and Child, and it's already been kind of foreshadowed with what's going on with that one. So I'm interested to see what happens, and I feel like it's also gonna be sad. And then I know I told you I was gonna read A Touch of Darkness, but I haven't picked up that book one single time since I last spoke to you. But I did pick up this historical romance because I could read it on my Kindle, and I really needed something like to fall asleep to while I'm lying in bed in the dark. I've been reading all Scot and Bothered. This is the second book in a series called Devil You Know by Kiernan Byrne. Yeah, it's okay. I really enjoyed the first book in this series. So this one is about this redheaded woman, which I think is so funny because I started tracking redheaded women in my reading tracker because I feel like there are so many in fiction. And she's in this trio of women called the Red Rogues, and they're all redheads. It's the 3 of them. Which I forgot about because I read the first one like over a year ago. She's just come into her inheritance. She had like a secret benefactor who paid her allowance and stuff. She didn't know who it was. She finds out that it's her maternal aunt who's been taking care of her, and this maternal aunt owns a gambling hell and like a girls' reform, not like a reform school, but it's like a school for like immigrants, I guess, and like women who are on the poorer side, and just like kind of just supporting women that need help. And the hero, Ramsey, he is like the chief justice. It seems like he's like a cop, but he's not a cop. He's like in the political sphere of like law. He is like set against her or against this establishment. She's like hiding her identity. She's like put on a persona as she works at this place. He hates her, but also he's met the true her because they're in the same social circles, and he's like obsessed with her. Like he just thinks she's the most gorgeous woman ever. He's just like so attracted to her. So he doesn't realize that like the woman he's super attracted to is the same woman that is running the gambling hall that he thinks is doing all these nefarious illegal things. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm like 80-something% of the way through, and he you know, has a hard backstory. She also has like a hard life. Like before this benefactor came into her life, like her father was like her father was abusive. So yeah, they both have bad pasts, like sad pasts. But he's just like really hard to like as a hero. He's just so like high and mighty, so like, oh, I'm perfect, like you're a disgrace. Like he's just really critical of people. He thinks he's so virtuous. So his character arc needs some improvement. Also, this heroine is a curvy heroine, which I like the diversity in that. But like her inner monologue about her own body is sometimes icky, like the way it's written. She's just like, oh, like he can wrap his whole arm around my big fat arm. And I'm just like, I don't know, just like the way she talks about herself is kind of weird. Whereas like when he's thinking about her, he thinks she's like gorgeous and like voluptuous, and he loves how much she like can feel his hands, you know, like her curves and stuff like that. But when she talks about herself, it's like always so icky. And I get that's how people can be in real life, but it's just like a little, takes me out of it a little bit. Because at the same time, she's like, oh yeah, I don't want to like not live life to the fullest. You know, I want to enjoy drinking wine. I want to enjoy having 3 truffles or whatever, chocolate truffles if I want to, you know? So she's very positive in that way. But when it comes to like describing her physical body, it's not so good. So just an FYI if that's gonna bother you. But overall, it's like a solid read. I'm leaning maybe like a 3.5. I think I'm just gonna finish these 2 books tonight, give you my final thoughts at the end, and then we'll wrap up this vlog because it's already March 11th and I haven't finished a book yet. I haven't even filmed my March wrap up. I've probably taken off, how many days by now? This is really chatty. I really appreciate you if you're still hanging with me in this video. As of right now, as I'm talking to the camera, the last video I posted was February 19th, so 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been like really busy with work. I finally got that new project. Oh my God, did I tell you about this? I don't know what the last update has been about work. I was applying to projects at work and I finally landed one, so I've just really been focused on like getting that all sorted out. I was like talking to 2 different project opportunities at the same time in February, getting onboarded onto this new project, taking in all the information as quickly as I could because the person I was replacing was leaving in 1 week, and just acclimating to the client and all these things. So work was obviously my main priority. YouTube is just for fun and it doesn't pay me and my life doesn't depend on it. So I have to really give my energy to what my life truly depends on, which is getting that paycheck from my company. So yeah, I really appreciate the understanding with me taking some time to focus on that stuff. But I really do love YouTube and I want to give it more of my attention again in my spare time and get back on that once a week hustle and grind. I've been trying to de-stress with like other things because this is work. Doing YouTube is work. So I've been trying to like de-stress, and I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey all the way through again for like the 4th time. I really gotta buy a PlayStation 5 so I can continue on in the franchise instead of just replaying the same games over and over again. But I do love it. So that's it. That's all I have for this update in the vlog. I will catch you in a bit when I finish those 2 books. Thanks for sitting with me. Hi, so I finished reading before the coffee gets cold, and I wanted to talk about it with you while I do some chores. I'm trying to be a really sweet wife, and I'm gonna be helping Chase with his laundry and stuff. Usually he works from home on Friday, today's Friday, and he does his laundry in between calls and stuff, but he had to do it yesterday night because he went into the office today, which he's been having to do a lot lately, actually. So I'm just gonna help him out. I'm not necessarily gonna put it away because I don't know where this stuff goes, but I figure I at least help him sort and fold it. So that's what I'm doing while I give you this little update. And I don't think I talked to you about my complete final thoughts on the romance, the historical romance that I was reading, All Scot and Bothered. I was pretty much done with All Scot and Bothered when I last spoke to you, but I did finish it a couple days ago, and I think I gave it a 3 stars only because the main hero guy was just like not that likable. I mean, he got better towards the end, and I really liked how in love he was with our heroine, Cecilia, which is funny because I read that book, the main girl's name is Cecilia, and then separate from this vlog, I started an alien romance book where the main character's name is Cece, and her full name is Celia. So it was like two Cece's at once. Though, I don't know, I guess, like, in the book her name was Celia from the alien one, but she was called Cece, and then the other one was actually Cecilia. I don't know, doesn't matter. I just thought that was weird timing that I read like two Celia books, whatever, back to back. But anyway, yeah, I think I gave that 3 stars. Pretty successful, but like I much preferred the first book in the series. I think there's only one more left because this story or this series surrounds these friends, and there are 3 of them. So I figure there's just one more book, and maybe I'll still read it. There is always this element of like suspense and mystery and stuff, and I think this last character, she has a lot of drama going on because she has pretty much stolen the identity that she has. Her friends know, but like nobody else really knows. And her family was like murdered when she was a child, like her original family, and she's like trying to hunt down who did it. So yeah, maybe I'll continue the series, but I'm not like in a rush to. Maybe I'll give it a try when I'm in the mood for a historical romance again. Another thing about that book that I didn't really love is that it had this whole like out of left field villain monologue thing with a character that was like behind all the, you know, crime stuff that they were trying to figure out. And like, it just felt really unnatural. I was like, that doesn't really, I don't know. I just like didn't understand the villain's motivation. And I'm starting to realize I really hate a villain monologue. I'm like, dude, nobody cares about like your bullshit agenda. Like, I don't know. It just felt so unnatural, and I'm just like, why are you explaining your whole plot and like all the things that you did as the villain? You know, I'm just like, shut up. So yeah, I don't love those. And then for Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I ended up giving this 4 stars. I only had 1 story left to read, I think, when I left you, yeah. And that story was pretty cool. I don't wanna like tell you too much because I think it's fun to like learn the magic and the limitations of the magic and also the surprising capabilities of the magic. But it was another like relationship scenario where one of our familiar characters is like going through a really hard time. That time manipulation aspect was really interesting. It didn't make me cry, even though every story, besides pretty much the first one, is supposed to be really sad. The only one that really made me cry was the second one. I really enjoyed it. I'm really happy that I read it. I know there are more books in the series. I don't know if I'm super motivated to continue, only because, you know, with the writing style of it, I don't know. For me, like, the writing style feels a little disconnected, just like in how stilted it kind of reads, but I think that's just the nature of like translating Japanese style of writing. But obviously it's not like disconnected because it is, you know, talking about emotional things, and obviously it made me cry, you know, at one point. So I'm just not sure. You know, if I find one in a little free library, I'll happily take it. But I think they're kind of pricey for like these small little books. Yeah, like this little book is 20 bucks, but I am really happy that I have this one and I plan on keeping it. I don't think I'll unhaul it, and I'm really grateful that my friend Maddie let me take it from her. So that's all I have for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see what I was up to in this vlog. I really don't remember what I filmed. I hope it was entertaining at least a little bit for you. I have more vlogs that I want to film soon, and yeah, I'm happy to be back vlogging, and I want to make sure I get this video out to you in a reasonable amount of time. For me, it's mid-March. It's actually my friend Nick's birthday as I'm filming this. So happy birthday, Nick. Even though I know he doesn't watch the vlogs, he's the husband of my best friend, Ina. I will be posting more videos. Hopefully, I mean, I've got like a backlog of like at least 4 videos that I need to post before this one. So wish me luck, but I'm always grateful to have you here. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it, and obviously it helps out my channel. And I will catch you in another video. Bye.